Okay, well, I'm just gonna start recording, and then if more people hop on, great. But I know some people, it's like weird with the time change and everything. Um, in a second, I'm probably gonna have to pause to order my Starbucks. We are, the kids and I are going to this like lake that's a couple hours away from us to go celebrate her birthday with my biological father. Hang on, baby. Put your arm in properly, please. Arm in properly, please. Put it in. Thank you. So, oh, hang on one sec, y'all. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm literally starving. Okay. What? I got you juice. Just relax. Yes. So there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about today, but number one, I just want to reiterate what I talked about on my live in the push page the other day about just like honoring your body, honoring your time with people, honoring yourself, because so often we get so caught up in like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. Like, I'm just so stressed out about like all the things that I need to do, right? And we start to like, especially as women, like put in this pot, like the 1,000 things that we think we need to do that day. When in reality, it's 6 things for your business and a couple things for, you know, your house or your kids or whatever it is. Put it on properly, please. Now. Thank you. And what I want to remind you is to break everything down like one step at a time, one thing at a time. And if you and your body, if you're feeling like overwhelmed or whatever, or your family's telling you that you're working too much or whatever it is, like you need to take that into consideration and be like, okay, if I continue going at the rate that I'm at, am I going to feel burnout? And if the answer is yes, then you need to take some rest. You need to take, whether that's a couple hours or a whole day, whatever, take the time that you need, because your body is so important. Your health is so important. Your family is so important. And your business is not going to fall because you took one day off. Like, I can promise you that. Take 2 days, you know what I mean? Like, take Saturday, Sunday, go on a camping trip with your family where you have no service, because when you do that, you're going to come back so refreshed and so ready to crush it. You know what I mean? And if you feel guilty for doing that, it's probably because all the way up until this point where you're feeling this way, you haven't been honoring your body and you haven't been taking those breaks, and you're just running yourself into the ground, right? So for example, today we're going to be gone the majority of the day with family. Now, I'm still going to be working, not with when I'm with my family, but when we get home and stuff, right? But it probably won't look like a day where I am full throttle going in, right? Like I was yesterday. And that's okay. Like, you're going to go like this with your tasks and with the time that you need for yourself. And every day is going to look different, especially when you're a stay-at-home mom or you're in a place where I am, where you've retired from corporate America, or if that's the place that you want to be at, just know that you have that flexibility. And that is one of the biggest beauties and blessings that I personally believe in this business, because we want to show, like, this is a leadership call, right? So if you're on this, you're either boxed for Ruby, or you're showing, or Ruby or above, or you're showing massive leadership skills, and I feel like you deserve to be here, right? And that means just being real and raw and honest. And when we set the notion that our team needs to be working 24/7 because you're working 24/7 and you have all this burnout and you have all these feels going on, guess what's going to happen to your team? They're going to do the exact same thing. So it's just about the consistency. It's not about going 100 miles an hour every single day, because in fact, you're probably not going to see the results that you want to see if you were just honoring your truth, right? So if you guys have ever felt this, or especially you need seasoned distributors, you've seen when you've taken a day to be with your family and you come back the next day and you're just like, oh my gosh, like I feel amazing. I'm just so excited. I feel so ready to send my messages. I feel so ready to do this or do that, right? So I just wanted to reiterate the things that I had talked about the other day, just so that you guys have that reminder of like, look, I don't work 24/7. You don't have to work 24/7. And today I'm going to be a little bit MIA because I'm driving for 3 hours. But guess what? I'm going to be listening to self-development in the car because my kids will probably be asleep. I'm going to be sending my messages or growing my network or posting. Like, I'm going to get so many good pictures for content today while I'm there, right? So start thinking of like, okay, maybe I can't send 120 messages on my off day, but I'm spending time with family and I'm able to be present in the moment and still create content. Like, of course, I'm going to be taking pictures of my kids playing or my daughter opening her presents or eating cupcakes, right? And that's the thing that I can be posting about and sharing the fact that I'm able to do these things, right? So instead of saying like, oh, I have to work my business, say, I get to enjoy my time with my family and work when I come home. If I was working a 9 to 5, I probably wouldn't be able to even go do this today, right? So I just wanted to remind you guys of that perspective. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is I rewatched a Diamond and Above training the other day. And sorry, you guys, I'm going to have to pause again here in a second when I get up to the window. But I watched a training the other day that was all about, oh, shoot. Okay, hang on.